my name's Sebastian Brown. I'm a Nefilim Car Gaming member, and I won yesterday's regional in Murcia. I decided to play Sky Striker. I think it's the most consistent deck, and most of my matchups yesterday were against Salamangreat, and I think Sky Striker has a very good matchup against Salamangreat. Just the card advantage that they can put out is incredible, and well, it just has a really good matchup with all the anchors, shark cannons, and the fact that you can main floodgates to counter them. Hand traps kind of counter them as well, and the only real counter they have is the rage, but if you can stop them adding it with the wolf, then you shouldn't have any problems as well. The fusion of fire is really annoying, but I asked the judge yesterday about how they were ruling Eagle Booster to the link, and then if they had previously activated fusion of fire and then I Eagle Boosted my link, is it affected or not? Can they use it as material? And the way it was ruled that they can't, so yeah, I won a game because of that. I don't know the official ruling, like OCG or anything like that, but that's how it was ruled, and I went by that all day. So yeah, that was really good as well. I played about 5 mirrors, and yeah, I won them all. Sorry, not 5 mirrors, 5 Salamangreats, and I won them all because yeah, I think it has a really good pairing. So anyway, with the profile, yeah, so standard 3 Ray, obviously Ray's Bay. The only real monsters, so now hand traps, 3 Ash, yeah, it's staple, it's good against everything. Oh, I won't show the German one, it's 2 Americans, yeah. Please someone, if anyone has the American one, let me have it. So the only other hand traps, 2 Veiler, only 2, you don't need 3 because these are ultimate, you don't need the third one, if they're ultimate you draw them more, obviously. So, but I prefer this over Impermanence because you don't have to set it and you're not under the mercy of Twin Twister or anything like that if you're going first. So yeah, you can keep this in the hand, use it late game. I think it's a better hand trap. I know it can get hit by Called by the Grave, but it's worth risking it over having Impermanence. Yeah, for the spells, obviously 3 Engage, nice reprint coming, thank you Konami. 3 Anchor, obviously, really good. Yeah, 3 Field for consistency. Anyone that plays 2 hasn't been playing Sky Striker long enough. Everyone knows that when Sky Striker bricks, they brick hard. So you need to play the most consistent list possible just to make sure that you can, you know, unbrick your hands, or at least attempt to. But most of my games was revealing 3 hand traps with this, so nice. Yeah, so 2 multi-roll. I don't want to play 3 because it's not really a starter card unless you have like goods to send Engage and then activate a spell and then set Engage in end phase. It's the only way it can really be a starter, but I mean, it's some people play 3 for consistency, but I don't like it. I think 2 is enough. Yeah, so for the utility cards, 2 Eagle Booster, I was testing 1, but then I played against the Mirror online, against a teammate, and yeah, he 2-0'd me because I wasn't playing another one. And it's necessary to play 2 just for the Mirror, and yeah, it's, with the way the judge ruled the Fusion of Fire, this is apparently really good. Yeah, more utility Afterburner, not that great anymore because Salamangreat, obviously they protect their monster with Baylinks and then you can't pop a back row, so this isn't that great, but you need it for your other matchups, and just to have a searchable card that destroys floodgates and things, you need to be able to have something searchable rather than just relying on Twin Twister. One of the best cards against Salamangreat this because obviously the Baylinks doesn't protect, well it can protect it, but the first thing you do is target the back row and they have to activate it, and if they only have 1, the counter trap they searched against Salamangreat, it's really great to get rid of that. And when you search it and they've got back row, they start activating things if you've previously resolved the multi-roll because they know they're not going to be able to respond and they use their back row very inefficiently. So it's very good to bait out things. 1 drones, obviously, consistency. 1 shark cannon. I saw some people playing 2, but I don't play desires, so 1 is fine. You don't need any more. It's really good against Salamangreat, but you can cycle it, especially like end phase. If you have a multi-roll, end phase, search this with Shizuku, banish like a Foxy, for example, from the grave, set it with Shizuku, then they try to activate something else, banish another one. It's like 2 just for 1 card, 2 banishes. It's really good. Hercules base, yeah, so I tested not playing it and I don't like it. In the Mirror you have to play it, and comes up a lot of times actually against Salamangreat when they leave like a Baylinks on the board and you have and maybe another monster you can attack over. Yeah, you can attack twice, draw 2 cards, it's quite nice. And sometimes against, yeah, Altergeist, stuff like that. Drawing 2 is really nice and force the baits and negations and stuff like that. So 2 terraforming, yeah, consistency, 2 goods, 1 fusion. Yeah, standard just to get 3 spells in the grave is very important. Yeah, so I saw some people playing 2, but I decided to continue playing 3 Twin Twister. It's very good going first. People say it's bad against Salamangreat, but if you're going first, you end phase this, it's practically game, because they don't, unless they have hand traps, they don't have any interactions for you. And yeah, it's a really good card overall against other matchups. Obviously consistency. Now, yeah, so I had spaces for tech, and so I was mostly scared about Salamangreat, so there can only be one in the main. I played this YCS Dusseldorf, and it won me so many games. This against Salamangreat, they have to clear their board to not have anything, so maybe attack into your link, and then summon a Foxy from the grave to be able to pop this. But if you're prepared for that, then they can't really out this unless they have Twin Twister. So yeah, it's a really, really great card against like Altergeist, Sky Striker as well. It's very good. It has application against everything. And 2 cards to protect. There only can be 1 2-strike. It's a really great card. I played against 2 Pendulum Magicians, and they Pendulum summoned 5, not expecting this in the main, and just easy. We can go to game 2. And yeah, it was just a really great card. Really, these were 2 ogres at the start the night before, but my teammate Alberto Miranda, he convinced me to either play. He wanted me to play Cold. He thought that was really good, but then we were debating over Strike and or not, and finally, yeah, we decided Strike, and it was the correct choice. I bricked actually a lot of times during the tournament, but I managed to stall. Like one time I just had 2 Strike and 3 other useless cards, no Ray basically, and I just set these 2 and another thing, something else, so to not just Twin Twister them. And I managed to simplify the game state against Salamangreat. When he used the Reincarnated Wolf, I used this. He didn't have a Balinx in the grave, or he would have protected it. And then I strike the summon, so he couldn't. And then this to the other one to the XYZ, and it was a simplified game state. We were then just left top decking, and yeah, I had the better top deck, and I managed to win that game. So yeah, 2 Strike is very, very, very good. To the extra deck, yeah, so typical Sky Striker extras, 3 Kagari, 3 Shizuku. I was debating whether playing 3 or 2, but finally I played 3 Hayate, and then just 1 Kaina. I was debating playing 2 and 2, but I didn't expect a lot of Thunder Dragons, so this is really good against Thunder just to stall out the game, so they can't OTK you. But yeah, I wasn't expecting it. I was expecting more Salamangreat, so I decided to play 3 and 1, and it was the correct decision. The third one actually came up late game when my opponent only had like 100 life points left. Yeah, I miscalculated that. If I just put 1 more spell in the grave for Kagari, it would have been game. But yeah, so he didn't expect the next turn to just me to be able to attack directly with the third Hayate, because he thought I only played 2. So yeah, that was a win for that. And utility cards, Phoenix, yeah, really good. Always comes up. Unicorn never really comes up, but it came up 1 time in testing against Naturia Beast, and it was like my only out. So yeah, I decided to continue playing it just to be able to out-problem cards. So yeah, anyone that watched the finals of YCS Dusseldorf 2 knows that this card is good. So I decided to play it just because of that. And if you can protect this with Eagle Booster and just stall out the game, they can't really play. And it came up once, and I summoned the drones here, destroyed literally a full field of monsters, and they won me that game. Bottle Sword usually comes up. Not this tournament, I didn't OTK anyone, but you need it just to be able to pass over some big monsters like Falcon, if anyone's still playing that Waking the Dragon. Yeah, and the fusion, because I play Super Poly. I don't play the other fusion because I don't think it's correct. I didn't really have space, and I don't think it's necessary against Thunder to put Super Poly, because you're going to lose anyway to the negations. So yeah, I think this is the only one. It's a great interruption. Start of the game, late game, mid game. It's very good if you have Super Poly. Side deck, 3 draw, any danger deck, Orcus, Thunder, anything like that. You just need something blowout to stop the turn and take control of the game. 2 DD Crow, thanks Juanma for the ultimates. Yeah, very appreciated. I had to beg for these quite a lot the night before, but I finally got them. Yeah, so it's really good going first and second against Salamangreat, especially going second. You can either banish the Spinny if they don't have any other starters. You can usually tell when they don't have any other starters because they make inoptimal plays. So yeah, you either banish the Spinny so they can't play, or you banish the Rage so they don't really have any interruptions. I did this in my top 4 match against Alberto Miranda, and yeah, so he sent the Rage, the counter trap. I just DD Crow'd it, and he literally just passed. He had the combos, so Wolf, Jaguar, and the XYZ rank 3, but he didn't have any back row, so it's like I think he just had a Thanos in the hand, and that wasn't really a problem. So this was really, really good. Yeah, for the mirror, you have to play 3 Shed Ride for the mirror. The mirror is a problem, and it's a really good card. It's just completely stops the turn. It was always good, but in the side it's fine. You don't need to main it. 1 Super Poly, yeah, it's a blowout card against Salamangreat. Yeah, you have to play it. One of the best cards in the side deck. Summon Limit, really good against Salamangreat and going first against any combo deck. I activated this against Salamangreat, and it was just he had to play so slowly, and it was just easy for me to take control of the game because in Sky Striker you don't need to really summon more than 2 times per turn. You can easily outgrind them with that and easily play your game. It doesn't stop you like there can only be 1. So it's a really great card. The third, there can only be 1, and 2 Duster. Yeah, so back row decks can still be a problem. And it came up again thinking round 2 against Altergeist. Yeah, I dusted the village when I was going first, so that would have been a problem if I didn't have Duster for the secret village. So yeah, I think this card is really good. And against Sky Striker, Draco, anything like that, I was expecting quite a lot of control decks. And even against Salamangreat, if you're going first, you just pop their back row and then they don't really have any interactions in your turn in the 3rd turn, and you can just combo off. So yeah, that's the deck profile. I'm really happy with my result, and yeah, it turns out actually I lost the first round. Most of my teammates did as well. We were all like 0-1, and we were all like really disappointed. I think I lost my first round against a Crusadia Guard Dragon. It was pretty much my counter. He was maining Gamma Seal, and he just Gamma Sealed my Link, and I didn't have any interactions. I had 5 set, but nothing I could do. And he just summoned the Crusadia Link 3 and attacked for like 15,000. I was like, yeah, we can go to the next game. And I sided in loads of floodgates and things just because I wanted to go first. I wanted to make him go first, but I know he plays Naturia Beast, so and he summons it very easily. So I didn't want to auto lose to that. So at least I can try and attempt to stop the OTK. But he denkoed me in main 1, so I didn't have any interaction. So that was just game. It didn't matter. There was no interaction. He just OTK'd me. So yeah, that was a shame. 0-1. But then I played like loads of Salamangreats, and I just won against all of them. One Sky Striker, going second Sky Striker. Strange, because I don't think going second is good in this format. Evenly, it's not really that good. I don't think. I don't play. I have evenly, but I don't play. I don't like it. It doesn't have a lot of application. It's only good going second against Altergeist and Draco, really. Other than that, well, in the mirror it's okay, but if they make you start and things, it's not that great. So yeah, thanks for the profile. Shout out to our sponsors, Ateneo, Your Playmat, Card Market, and yeah, thanks for the profile.